Hello students, welcome to iExamB and embrace the iExamB learning experience. Students, if you are preparing for any of the competitive law exams and you have any questions, doubts, you want to seek any clarification with respect to them, then you can connect with us through the email ID or the phone number which is displayed on the screen, and we are there to help you out. At the same time, also remember to subscribe to our channel and press on the bell icon so that you can stay tuned and stay updated. Now today in this particular video, I'm going to discuss a very important aspect with respect to the competitive exams, and that is how to handle the negative marking. I'm sure many of you must be worried about losing the marks, say due to negative marking in the exams. Or we can say that it might be pulling us down, okay, that particular idea of negative marking in the exam, because we know that each and every marks that matters in the exam, but at the same time हमें ये भी पता होना चाहिए कि वो कौन सा right strategy है जिसके बेसिस पे हम मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं मार्क्स डिडक्शंस और नेगेटिव मार्किंग हमारे पेपर्स में एंड मैक्सिमाइज कर सकते हैं अपने स्कोर्स को. सो इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग ऑल दीज एस्पेक्ट्स, हाउ यू शुड गो अहेड विद द स्मार्ट गेस वर्क इन कंपैरिजन टू द ब्लाइंड गेसिंग, हाउ यू कैन मैक्सिमाइज योर स्कोर्स in the exams. All those aspects I'll be discussing in this particular video. Now moving ahead with that particular discussion, first we'll be understanding that why the negative marking actually matters, we can say. So it matters because वो हमारे final score को significantly impact करता है, ठीक है? Because there is a penalty for each incorrect answer, which means कि अगर हमने एक भी रॉन्ग गेस किया वो हमारे ओवरऑल स्कोर को लेस कर देगा, लोअर कर देगा, एज वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड एंड वी नो दैट. ओके, सो इन दैट केस it basically is very important that you go ahead with a more strategic and cautious way with your choices. When you are making the choices, it should be a smart guesswork and not a blind guesswork, so that actually there is accuracy in your choices and smart decision making that will help you in gaining an edge in the competitive exams. So knowing when and how to attend the question is also important, कि कब हमें guess work करना है, कब हमें smart guess work करना है, नहीं करना है, when should we skip, all those are very important. So that is why negative marking matters, ठीक है, क्योंकि आपका final score आपके एक incorrect answer के ऊपर ही dependent है, ठीक है. So we are clear with that. Now we'll be moving ahead and we'll be understanding what is negative marking. Okay, I'm very sure you must be clear if you are preparing and you have appeared for the competitive exams, but we'll just have an idea with respect to what negative marking is. So we can say that वो एक penalty system है that is basically leading to reduce your final scores if in case you are attempting the answers incorrectly. So this negative marking is basically there in the exams because it will discourage random guessing. Okay, अगर negative marking नहीं है तो random guessing होगा. So for each of the correct answers you are going ahead with, you will be getting a plus mark for that, you can say. But for every incorrect, wrong answer you are going ahead with in the exam, then there will be a fraction of marks that will be deducted. So it is very important that you should not go ahead guessing blindly, because that will significantly impact your score. So you have to be very sure when to go ahead with the guesswork and when not to. Eliminating the options and using logic plays a very important role over here. Okay, so you have to understand the marking scheme also before guessing, and you have to understand how to eliminate the various options which are there, where the logic plays a very important role. Okay, so you have to go ahead and use all these so that you land into a safer zone. So guessing blindly, that will be reducing your score. So elimination option, logic, these play a very important role. Before we move ahead with a further discussion, let me tell you over here that there is a workshop which is going to be held on 26th of November, Tuesday है उस दिन 8 बजे शाम में. there is a free workshop that is there with respect to how you can study the new criminal laws. You all are aware that the new criminal laws, they have come into effect, and in many of the exams questions are being asked from these areas because वो latest amendment है आपके criminal laws में. So many of you are also worried how to study the new criminal laws, how to go about it. So don't worry, Amrita ma'am is coming with a free workshop that is scheduled on 26th November, as I already mentioned. So you can register for this particular workshop. You can understand how to study these criminal laws, what can be the expected questions, which are those areas from there you can expect the questions. So don't miss out the chance, register yourself and get an understanding of how to go about with the new criminal laws. Now moving ahead with our discussion with respect to negative marking, now we'll be understanding why the blind guessing is actually risky. How again the blind guessing can affect your final score, that will be understanding over here. So first, blind guessing होता क्या है? Blind guessing क्या हो गया? क्वेश्चन को आपने रैंडमली आंसर कर दिया. यू आर नॉट यूजिंग योर लॉजिक, मार्किंग द आंसर्स विदाउट यू कैन से एनी लॉजिक और अंडरस्टैंडिंग. दैट कैन बी योर बिगेस्ट मिस्टेक. बी श्योर ऑफ दैट इट विल बी योर बिगेस्ट मिस्टेक. ओके, बिकॉज वो इंक्रीज कर देगा आपके चांस को टू लूज द मार्क्स. दैट विल बी ऑब्वियसली अननेसेसरी एंड फाइनल स्कोर तो आपका इम्पैक्ट होगा ही. सो डू नॉट गैम्बल विथ योर आंसर्स, बी वेरी क्लियर विथ दैट. ओके, सो हायर चांसेस ऑफ लूजिंग मार्क्स ड्यू टू इनकरेक्ट आंसर्स एज वी ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड, एंड रैंडम गेसिंग हैज टू बी अवॉइडेड. एलिमिनेशन मेथड, जिसका मैंने आपको पहले भी मेंशन किया था कि एलिमिनेशन मेथड को आप यूज करो, ब्लाइंड गेसिंग मत करो, रैंडम आंसर्स मत करो. दैट इज हाउ यू कैन टैकल or handle the negative marking system which is there in the exams. So blind guessing will lead you to losing marks. You have to be very clear in that. So जब आप blind guessing कर रहे हो, give it a thought whether you should go ahead with that or you should not. ठीक है, ये बहुत important है and you have to make a sound decision with respect to that. Now how to guess smartly. अगर आपको guesswork करना ही है तो blind random guesses नहीं करके आप उसको स्मार्ट गेस में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. बट हाउ यू कैन गो अहेड विद दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ठीक है, तो उसके लिए आपको क्या करना है? एलिमिनेट द रॉन्ग ऑप्शंस. वहां पे आपको जो भी रॉन्ग ऑप्शंस है उनको एलिमिनेट करना है. दैट विल एक्चुअली नैरो डाउन यू कैन से योर चॉइसेस and that will also make it easier for you to decide. तो elimination of the wrong options एक बहुत ही effective method है. ठीक है, जैसा कि मैंने already बोल दिया, आप वहां पे narrow down कर देते हो अपने possibilities, अपने choices को, and that actually makes it easier for you or convenient for you to decide onto the right answer. Now analyze the keywords. There are certain keywords. You should be very cautious with those keywords like always, never, only. These you can basically find in your questions. These are often incorrect. These are basically the traps to make you confused, to basically lead you to wrong answers. So you have to be very cautious. You have to use the context clues. जो भी context clues है, you have to use that. You have to apply your subject knowledge. आपका जो subject knowledge है, you have studied for so long, you have prepared for so long. So whatever subject knowledge you have to apply that. किस लिए आपको अप्लाई करना है? ताकि आप इन्फर कर सको जो बेस्ट पॉसिबल आंसर है. बिकॉज आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? ब्लाइंड गेसिंग नहीं है, स्मार्ट गेस वर्क है. सो बेस्ट पॉसिबल आंसर के लिए आप अपने सब्जेक्ट मैटर नॉलेज को यूज करके अप्लाई करके इन्फर कर सकते हो वो बेस्ट करेक्ट ऑप्शन या पॉसिबल आंसर. सो द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ यू कैन से लॉजिक with elimination that can basically make a more educated guess, you can say, and improve your chances of scoring. Okay, that will obviously improve your chances of scoring because if you are making a sound educated guesswork, it's not just a random or blind guesswork. ठीक है, so elimination और logic बहुत important role play करता है smart guesswork के लिए. आपको smart guesswork करना है, अगर ये पता है तो आपको ये भी पता होना चाहिए कि smart guesswork आपको किस basis पे करना है, कैसे करना है. Okay, so there the logic and the elimination method comes into effect. So I hope that is clear. Now the next step is knowing when you have to skip. Elimination method, when to use that, blind guessing, when not to go ahead with that. All these are very important. So the next important step is that you have to be aware when you have to skip. Sometimes you can say the smartest move you can make in an examination paper is to skip a question. Don't worry about skipping it, because if you are making a random guess, then you need to worry more. So if you are unsure after elimination also, then you have to be sure that you have to skip the question, as I already mentioned. आपने elimination method को भी use कर दिया. जरूरी नहीं कि वो elimination method हर time में effective होगा, हर time में useful होगा. Many a times after elimination also you are unsure. Then what you have to do? You have to for sure go ahead and skip. उसके अलावा आपके पास कोई और option नहीं है. Because if you are not confident in elimination, then you have to ensure that you are leaving it blank. Because as I mentioned, a skip question doesn't cost you marks, but a wrong answer definitely costs. So skipping saves the marks, wrong guesses reduces your score. Do remember that. Again, I would say a blank answer is better than a wrong one. And you have to ensure that when you are in doubt, you have to do what? You have to skip. Okay? So that way you have to go ahead. You have to be very thoughtful in your decision. Then why practice is the key? Again and again हमारा discussion होता है कि we should do lot of practice, and you should go ahead and do as many practice tests you can, or you can say the mock test. Okay, so you should go ahead with as many as you can. Why the practice is the key? Okay, knowing and understanding that is also very important. So if you want to master smart guessing, what is the key? The key is to practice as many mock tests as you can. ठीक है, अभी तक हमने स्मार्ट गेस वर्क की बात की है. तो स्मार्ट गेस वर्क का आपको एक्सपीरियंस अंडरस्टैंडिंग कहाँ से आएगा? मॉक टेस्ट अटेम्प्ट करने से, प्रैक्टिस करने से. एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई एम सेइंग practice is the key. You have to master the smart guessing work. You have to practice the mock test, because mock test will help you to do what? Assess your accuracy, या evaluate कर सकते हो आप अपने accuracy को. So the mock test will help you to assess your accuracy. That is basically you can evaluate your accuracy level. Then you can develop a strategy for guessing or skipping. Okay, or you can refine your strategy. You can say you can develop your strategy for the guesswork or skipping. You build a confidence for the exam. Okay, under timed conditions. When you're attempting the mock test, there are time limits and all with respect to that. And so that is building your confidence. So that is very important. So practice makes smart guessing instinctive. Okay, that becomes your instinctive habit to basically go ahead with the smart guessing. So the more you practice, the more instinctive your decision making basically will be becoming. ठीक है? So that way you have to go ahead and you have to ensure कि smart guessing अगर करना है तो क्या करना होगा? Practice करना होगा. किस चीज का? Mock test का. Correct? Now, how you can beat the negative marking? ठीक है? So in order to beat the negative marking, there are certain things you need to ensure. You have to avoid what? Blind guessing. Very correct. If you are thinking of avoiding blind guessing, you are on the right track. Use elimination and logic for smart work. This already we have discussed, that logic and elimination has to be used if you want to go ahead with smart guesswork. You have to skip the questions when you are in doubt, when you are unsure. Skip kar do, because skipping will not cost you, but not skipping will surely cost you. Now regular practice that builds confidence and accuracy. ये भी हमने देख लिया कि अगर जितने ज्यादा आप mock test को practice करोगे, आपको confidence आएगा, accuracy आएगा, and then you will be in a much better position. You have to stay calm, trust your preparation. So staying calm during the examination, trusting your preparation, that is very important for your success. So that also you have to ensure. And I would like to say that smart guesswork should be your strategy and not the blind guessing. So with this discussion, I hope you are in a much better position of handling the negative marking in the exams. Do remember to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon so that you can stay tuned and stay updated and make your preparation 50% faster with us at iExamB.